Squid Game is back, and so am I with a list of Squid Game challenges I can or can't beat. In today's video, I'll be listing all the games I see myself winning and the methods I would use to do so, and the ones I have no business playing. Starting off with rock, paper, scissors -1. This game is just rock, paper, scissors, but with both hands. However, this is a Squid Game challenge, so obviously there's a deadly twist, which is whenever you lose, you have to participate in a game of Russian roulette. Now, I could sit here and talk about some, oh yes, when playing this game, I would make use of pattern recognition and take a mental note of all the combinations my opponent resorts to and have a combination ready to combat that. But truth be told, if I was in that chair with a gun pointed at my face, all rationale would go out the window. I would just spam a combination of rock and scissors and pray for the best. Now in conclusion, do I see myself winning this? No, I could die on the first round, because imagine this: we go rock, paper, scissors, shoot, then -1. I lose, and then the Dachamp merchant over here puts the gun to my head, and somehow that 1 in 6 chances is the first one. It's up, it's over. There's no way you can finesse this game. It's straight chance. Listen, this is one of the easiest dubs you could secure in the show. Let me paint the picture for you. We got our Train to Busan victim over here. He takes the gun, puts it to his head, and shoots. Fortunately for him, the chamber's empty. He slides the gun to me, I put it to my head, and then I press the trigger. Nigga, I'm not doing that. The moment that nigga hands me the gun, I'm aiming his way and pressing that trigger until there's a hole in his head. I don't have time to be playing Russian roulette fairly. What do I look like? In this game, you make a team consisting of 5 individuals. Then your legs will be tied together and you have to get to the finish line before the time runs out. But on this course, you have to complete the minigame set at every 10 meters, and if you don't win the minigame, you can't move on. First, I'm gonna go over the minigames one by one and state if I'll be good at them or not, and then state how I would deal with the pentathlon as a whole. The first minigame is Dachamp, and as I stated in the previous Squid Game video, this shit is too easy. Light work, no reaction. By the way, please subscribe. I'm like ±10 subs away from hitting 300 subscribers. So please just click that. Thank you very much. Now, when it comes to Flying Stone, this one is also going to be easy because 1, I have a great arm. 2, I throw rocks at toddlers all the time, so I'm used to hitting shit at a low angle. Now, with Gi-hun on the other hand, this is when shit starts to get tricky. Here's the rundown on how to play this game. You have 5 of these small balls. Okay, you throw one up while picking up the others one by one. After that, you have to pick them up by the 2s. Then after that, you pick up the first 3 and then the remaining 1. And to top it all off, you have to throw them and catch them with the back of your hand, then throw them again and catch them inside your palm. Now listen, the first 2 parts of the process, those can be achieved, but the rest of that, yeah, that ain't me. I tried to attempt the 3rd part of the process, and all of a sudden I've got arthritis. So for my sake and my teammates, I shouldn't be assigned to this. Now, the spinning top game on the other hand, that's a different story. This is the most confident I've ever been about a Squid Game challenge because I played this game for a large portion of my childhood. I know all the ways to tie the top, all the ways to throw it. Nigga, my form is immaculate. On top of that, I know how to pick that bitch up and keep it spinning in my palm. Moving past that, jaggy. No. See, I was never an athletic kid, so I never played any sports, especially no football. So the game that requires me to do kick-ups is a no-go. Matter of fact, after I watched this part of the show, I attempted the game to see if I wasn't being too pessimistic. Guess what? I wasn't being pessimistic enough. I could only pull off 2 kick-ups, and that was after multiple attempts. So no, I'm not going anywhere near this game. So in conclusion, would I win the pentathlon? It's a 50-50 depending on if I manage to select a good team, which isn't a guarantee since the teams were selected before the games were made common knowledge. Okay, here's the rundown on how to play Mingle. Everybody gets on this platform, it starts spinning, a number gets called out, the platform stops spinning, and then you have to form a group made up of that exact number. Nothing more, nothing less. And then you have to get in one of the rooms within 30 seconds to not get eliminated. So the obvious method to win this is one my socially retarded self isn't excited about, which is socializing, specifically when large amounts of folks are needed. However, the moment they start calling out numbers like 3, I'll no longer need to be concerned about convincing people to join my team. All I have to do at that point is prey on women. Listen, as I stated in the previous Squid Game video, I weigh 100 kilograms. So if I grab the old lady and play a 2-2-2 and drag them into a room, are they gonna stop me? So Squid Game's version of hide and seek is just like regular hide and seek, with just a bit of murder. When the seekers find the hiders, they have to kill them so that they don't get eliminated, while the hiders have to obviously hide so they don't get killed. However, they're handed keys that let them escape from the hide and seek room, but that's if they manage to find the escape door. Now, when it comes to this game, whatever side I'm on, I'm winning. If I'm the seeker, easy. I already have 2 targets in mind. This fat bitch and this pretend psychic. And listen, these niggas would never hide from me. I would find their decrepit asses and start moving like Patrick Bateman. And that one scene with that dumbass Nam Yu pissed me off so much, because if I was the one who found this bum slumped over, regardless of whether I thought he was or wasn't dead, I would have stabbed the fuck out of him just to feel the sensation of inflicting pain on this corpulent fuck. Now, if I was a hider, I doubt that I would have escaped, because I most likely wouldn't have been coupled with anybody. But that wouldn't matter because nobody would have found me. Listen, just like my father, when I have to, I can easily disappear for a very long period of time. But let's say I do get caught, what would I do? I'm fighting back. I'm not even gonna bother playing possum, because none of these niggas can go head to head with me unless I get jumped, which is not likely to happen. So in conclusion, I'm not losing this game. Before we go too far, I'm winning. This shit is too easy. I am winning. My balance is not the best, but it's good enough for me to not fall off. On top of that, I'm 21 years old. My knees are great. I don't have Megan Thee Stallion knees, but still, they're good for the job. The only things that would be an issue with this challenge is that gap in the bridge, but then again, that isn't much of a struggle. The method to winning this game is also very easy, which is throw that baby off that platform. Fuck that baby.